This is Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs and author of Be Unique or Be Ignored, the CEO's Guide to Branding, and my new book, Brand is Destiny, the Ultimate Bottom Line. If both of these books are not in your library, put them there now. Not only in your library, but in your hands. Read them, absorb them, live them. Leaders are readers. And if you're a leader, you're going to read both of my books. Today I'm going to talk about brand versus trademark. This topic arose because the other day I was involved in a dialogue with an IP, intellectual property, lawyer. He, like most people on the planet, was confused about the definition of a brand because he assumed, like most people on the planet, that any product that in existence is a brand. And of course he's wrong. Here's the problem. It's as if on your birth certificate, the registrar of your state stamped branding expert on there simply because you're born. If you draw a breath, if you have a Twitter account, an Instagram account, a Facebook account, and you have followers and friends and you just blab out your opinions, you're a branding expert. I have news for you. You're not a branding expert. Branding expert knows something about branding. And if you read my books, you can become a branding expert. So let's get to our topic. Brand versus trademark. What is a trademark? Well, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO, defines it. And the USPTO's definition is a word, phrase, symbol, and/or design that identifies and distinguishes the source of the goods of one party from those of others. So the USPTO decides whether your logo, your word, or your phrase is a trademark in your selected industry because it does research and determines that your image, your word, your phrase is unique and different from images, words, and phrases of your competitors in a given industry for a given purpose. The USPTO does not decide whether customers give a flying crap about that image, that word, or that phrase. That's not the USPTO's job. So just because the USPTO grants you a trademark does not mean you have a brand. Only the customers, think of the customers as a jury, only the customers decide whether you have a brand. If you make a connection with them, an emotional connection, then you have a brand. That's it. They decide that. A brand, don't forget, is not a logo, label, SKU, or trademark. It's not a product name. It's not a product description. It's not a company name. It's not a company description. A lot of people believe those are brands. They are not. A brand is a customer validated value proposition. It sets the purpose and direction of your company. Okay, that's very important to remember. Now, let's look at an example of a huge branding blunder. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Some moron or a moronic branding committee, and you know how much I love branding committees if you read both of my books. Some moronic person or group created this slogan, "Today tastes so good." It's USPTO trademark 853-78142. This company spent money on it. This company put that slogan, that tagline out there. That is a trademark. It is not a brand. Nobody on this planet would look at that or hear those words and say, "Oh man, I'm just drawn to this company. I just can't wait to get a chicken leg in my mouth." Ain't gonna happen. This is a great example of what I mean. A trademark is not a brand. A trademark is a trademark. They're not the same. Again, the USPTO decides a trademark. The customers decide the brand. You must absorb this concept. If you don't, you're going to make mistakes just like KFC. And if you're an IP attorney and you don't know the difference between a trademark and a brand, imagine, and that's your livelihood, imagine how little other people understand the concept of a brand and a trademark and the comparison of the two. Believe me, there is very little knowledge out there in the world of what a brand is, what branding is, and that's why I'm here. Brand is Destiny. That's my new book. Learn well, execute well, and most important, sleep well. I'm Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs, author of Brand is Destiny. Read my book, read both of my books, and when you need me, I'm here. Find me at marcrudov.com.